There is a scam among us. It looks just like the G Pro. And I'm not gonna stop there. We need to delve into the AJAZZ 199.
Whoa, the Logitech does look a lot nicer. It's got a demonstration of the different teams that actually use it in comparison to the AJAZZ, which just looks like a generic sort of mouse box. But to give it credit for what it is, I think the branding actually looks quite good too. So what comes in the Logitech? You get your cable to charge it, some additional buttons, which is actually a feature of the Logitech. You can actually change it from left to right and also add side buttons wherever you want to, and also a wireless receiver extender, and then the AJAZZ box. It comes with the mouse itself, these back plates, and two of them, one with honeycomb design, which lets you lower the weight by 3 grams, and another one which fills in the back, which so far most of us actually prefer just because of the look and feel of it, and this cable. Now, one thing I actually want to point out about the charging cable of the AJAZZ is I've noticed it's a lot more flexible. This thing is probably actually quite usable when it's plugged in, but there is one negative to it also. The material on the outside that actually seems to make it more flexible seems to fray quite a bit, and we've only had this thing for a short period of time, so I can only imagine what it's going to look like in the long term. As far as the AliExpress page says, this thing apparently has 1 millisecond response time, so we'll see how that pans out. Oh, versus the Logitech, which we all know already actually outperforms a lot of wired mice as far as latency goes. And if you're wondering about the DPI of this mouse, why? Why are you playing with such a high sense? So it's obvious that the AJAZZ seems to be a pretender of the G Pro, but the first thing that actually grabbed my attention was the specifications. It comes with a PWM 3395 sensor, which we all know is a flawless sensor. Basically, it's made by Pixar. They're like the best company for sensors around. The shape is very similar to the G Pro. It is a little bit smaller and weighs 30 grams less. So what, review over? You know, G Pro for 30 grams less, a little gem for just 20 quid? Well, not really. The G Pro does obviously come with a far better reputation being made by Logitech. Not only that, but it also comes with an arguably really good piece of software, G Hub. In my personal opinion, I actually think G Hub is I've had so many issues with it. If you guys have had anything similar, feel free to tell us in the comment section below too. So obviously the Logitech does come with its benefits. It comes with a really good piece of software and obviously its great reputation, but can we actually justify a 3 times larger price tag than the AJAZZ? Considering the reputation of this mouse, there not being any, and us getting it from AliExpress, I wanted to give it the benefit of the doubt and give it as much good testing as we possibly could. Not just what's inside of the mouse, but also how it feels. You know, does it actually feel comparable to a G Pro? Does it feel better? Does it feel worse? And I personally don't actually like the shape of the G Pro. So I thought, you know, it'd be sort of unfair for me to compare the two. Considering that, I thought we should hand it to your local G Pro enjoyer, our cameraman Aiden. So, here's the mouse. What do you think of it?
It's a good mouse, definitely. I mean, I'm accustomed to the G Pro. I've used the G Pro for years. I've been using this mouse for a couple days now, and to be honest, I haven't noticed too much of a difference. The latency feels good. It's definitely a lot more lightweight, which I'd say is a benefit. It's smaller, which for me, I didn't actually like so much. I have a claw grip, so it's not a massive big deal, but as you can see, my palm doesn't quite rest on it like the G Pro would, but besides that, it's a good mouse.
What about the software?
For this, you don't need it. I mean, it doesn't do anything for the mouse besides RGB.
So our director, George, actually tried it out, and he's used to actually using quite large mice, like the G502, and he said that he found this thing really hard to get used to. He said that it was a bit too small for him, and I could see how that could be an issue. After doing the testing, I'm incredibly surprised with what we found out about these things.
So you guys came here to figure out where the scam was, and let me tell you, it's actually the G Pro. For the price of £80, this thing is just too expensive in comparison to AJAZZ. I mean, it literally performs the same, it's heavier, and yet it costs 3 times more. Even if you account for the fact that it has a good reputation and probably will last longer, you can buy 3 of these things for every single time this one dies. And for that, I just gotta say that this thing is basically a scam.
If you'd like to get the mouse and support the channel, there's actually a link in the description with our affiliate. Thank you for watching our video and have a nice day.